goals. Most welcome, sir.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Srinivasi, sir, the deputy coordinator of this campaign. Pujaniya chairperson of this webinar, distinguished guest, distinguished speakers, all the honorable, highly active campaigners and participants. Namo Nama to you all. Hare Krishna. It's a moment of great pleasure for me and all the campaigners that in short time we could at least propose this concept of webinar on a special occasion of International Education Day in collaboration with two highly renowned global institutions, UNESCO and Learning Planet Institute of France, in coordination with its manager, Pauline, and many other represented from national and international organizations. That's why on this special occasion or moment, I would like to remember you all and express heartfelt gratitude for your help, cooperation, and support. Hardik Naman, Hare Krishna, once again. Yes, so far, my role in this campaign or in any activities, I always regard myself as a learner. However, I'd like to take, initiatives, or I'd like to play the role as much as I can. So when I simply thought of this webinar, I just made a short proposal and it got accepted. And we had the chances to include some other speakers. Then step by step, I requested all spiritual leaders and scholars, especially with regard to Sanatana and the teaching of the Gita. And they accepted it wholeheartedly. And it was, again, the great pleasure for me, and this could happen. And as you know that the campaign had specific slogans, 5 specific slogans. The last 2 slogans address the sustainability issue and well-being in the world. And many people are even among the campaigners get confused how the teaching of the Gita could address these things. Some of them even asked me the question on different occasions, and just I requested them, yeah, you could get the answer over time. And on this moment, it's a great pleasure to relate the teaching of the Gita to the sustainability, to the sustainable development goals to which the world is centering. Different global
Dr. Kamali.
Agencies, organizations, thought leaders are focusing. Excuse me.
Dr. Kamali, could you please hit
maybe technically my net is weak, and could you hear me?
We can hear you. Just please, could you please open the full share mode, the slide share mode?
Excuse me. Can you see my screen?
We can see your screen. Could you please click the
Yes, please.
slide share mode?
It's not enough? Okay.
If you click the slide share mode, bottom or left corner.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, looks fine.
So with this background, one after another, different scholars in the field of spirituality and of course in the field of Bhagavad Gita joined, and we could make this today webinar happen successfully so far. And we just talked about development goal: 4 quality education, 5 good health and well-being, 10 reduced inequalities or equality, and 16 justice, peace, from different gurus and scholars and so far. And goal number 17 was also proposed under our program, and then I thought that I need to address it myself, because so far I explored, I couldn't find the alternative this time. That's why it's my pleasure to fill this gap. I'm simply connecting this because as I can see the participants here, scholars here, so you are all familiar with these things. But I'm simply performing my duty addressing goal number 17, which focuses on partnerships for the goals. Okay. So partnership is the unity. The campaign itself, the webinar itself is possible because of the unity among the campaigners, unity across different organization and its leader. So this is what the UN and its partner agencies are focusing on. This is what as a campaigner we are trying our best. And this partnership, this unity is of course the essence of the teaching of the Gita. And it's obvious that if the global leaders focusing on unity or partnership for the goals, if they really enhance the implementation of the sustainable development goals, so the teaching of the Gita can be the true guideline. Yesterday's, guest Pauline from the Learning Planet Institute, or today's guest, our chairperson, although she's absent now, Isabel, and many others know these things. They have realized and they have given words that they will support our mission. So it's our pleasure. That's why thank you all again. And it's my pleasure to focus on the unity aspect of the teaching of the Gita. So in this verse, you can clearly observe 1820 that Sarva Bhuteshu Enekam. See the message, my goodness. Unity in everything. So if you work with this message, right? And then in the next line you can see Abhibhaktam Vibhakteshu. On the surface, we may see the things divided, but into the depth, there is the unity. If the leaders working in different global agencies can understand, can act according to this essence, then of course the global partnerships can be further enhanced. And this, when the partnership is enhanced, the action would be fruitful. This is how we can implement sustainable development goals and contribute to creation of a better world. This is the argument from this. So similarly, if we go to 1830, it suggests be guided by sacred intelligence, or let's say goodness, or that's we call sattvic buddhi, the sacred intelligence. So we need the sacred buddhi to act properly, to bring out the proper result. However, we may talk of that result is something else, fine. This sattvic buddhi intensifies the action. Of course, it matters whether we have the sattvic buddhi or not. That's what we need to distinguish. We need to have the power to distinguish what to act and what not. Pravrittimcha, nivrittimcha, right? So if the leaders and agencies can have this power, what to focus on and what not, and it really promotes partnerships, right? Similarly, karya, karya, right? Action, non-action, the right action, and maybe immoral or let's say akarya. Bhaya, bhaya, what to fear and not to fear. So on these binaries, right? When the global leaders and agencies can have proper discrimination with the sacred wisdom, intelligence, then partnership and the action can be, fruitful, more enhanced. This is what I would like to suggest to the global leaders. Similarly, on the another verse, 1826, as you can see, it guides us to get involved in selfless actions. The message is that if the global leaders, institutions, right, truly act with selfless action, the partnerships, the unity can be strengthened. With this strength, the result, the action, the practice of creating a better world can be ascertained. So these are some of the highlights that I'd like to take as the message to the global leaders working for sustainability and better. Similarly, context analysis in 1814, you can see for better partnerships, the agents, the leaders need to analyze the context into a broader sense. So this verse clearly highlights the factors, the dimensions that contribute to the context. Once the context is properly analyzed, they know the institutions or partnerships can understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. So together they can promote the strength, improve on the weaknesses, and the partnership can be much better. And with this enhanced partnership, the action and the result would naturally be better. So these divine messages, similarly, these verses focus on the peace, justice, equality, well-being, which were the themes focused by our previous speakers. Pujine Gurudev Chintamani, Pujine Gurudev Chaitanya Krishna, Pujine Yogini Saritanandiji, they all focus on these issues, right? So once the leaders and the global partners focus on these key essence virtues, naturally partnership can be enhanced and this partnership can produce better results. So with these references of the teaching of the Gita, my request is that the global leaders and institutions take this guideline, this message. Okay, at the higher level, we can take such message from inter-spiritual perspective for the global good. Anyway, for this, the teaching of the Gita can create a global platform. As Isabel also welcomed us, and she is also very much excited that even at the global platform, spirituality has drawn new dimension and attention from the scholars around the globe. This is why our proposal, our webinar was accepted by UNESCO and the Learning Planet. It has a good message. We have a lot to do in the futures, so we can. The success, the experiences of our first effort, this first webinar also suggests that yes, we really can. We need to do further with unity and partnership. Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Thank you so much for this offer. Now over
Thank
to
you so
you.
much. Thank you so much, Dr. Harichandra Kamali sir, for your